check this out. We have our own private island made out of redstone. Hey, what's up my fellow Twisters? Welcome back to another Redstone map showcase. Today we are taking a look at a Redstone mansion on a private island. Check this out guys, we have our mansion as well as a lighthouse, a yacht, and a massive volcano. I mean, this map is really insane. Now it was created by Useelis. You can go check him out on the forums page. I will link it down below in the description. And this map is going to be 1 out of 10 different maps, so be sure to subscribe. You won't find these maps anywhere else on YouTube since there are exclusive maps. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to take a look at the outside first and then check out the inside of the mansion. The outside does include a lot of redstone, and that redstone is sort of scattered around our cove, and I will show you guys that right now by switching it to nighttime. Now when I switch it to nighttime, as you guys would see, we basically have lights that's going to pop out of the ground all across this area to give us some decent lighting. Of course, I'm using shaders, so it's a little bit darker, but over here we have our lighthouse now activated when it does turn to night. So yeah, that's definitely pretty cool. I could change it back to daytime and those lights in the lighthouse will turn off, as well as those lights that came out of the ground will go back down using pistons, and it was like it was never there. That's definitely really interesting. Now I'm going to show you guys the volcano, then I'll go to the lighthouse and then the yacht and then towards the main house, mainly because I want to show off this really incredible looking volcano. This is probably like a really bad place to have a house, but either way, it's a really cool decoration and I really like it. So yeah, there's no redstone included on the volcano itself, but like I said, pretty cool decorations. Alright, so now let's check out the lighthouse. The lighthouse itself is just going to include the redstone at the top that controls the lights, and that's of course activated at nighttime like I just showed you guys, as well as the inside is hollowed out and you can add in some decorations to the different empty floors. Either way, that's the lighthouse, and it includes like 5 different floors, which is pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and check out our yacht. Now our yacht is going to be on this side, and to activate the bridge for our yacht, we simply grab ourselves a redstone torch and place that redstone torch right on this block over here, which is basically our tree, and boom, there's now our bridge. And I'm gonna show you guys this one more time so you can actually see it happening, and wow, that is just awesome. Anyways, let's go ahead and walk over our bridge towards our yacht and then check out the inside. So this is how it looks. As you guys can see, it is pretty cool, as well as we have like different floors over here. So let's go ahead and walk forward. We have the main floor, and also we have the cabin at the bottom, and the cabin includes of course a bathroom and a bedroom, as well as a kitchen on this side. So there's actually a lot of space in here, which is pretty interesting because I mean the yacht does look kind of small from the outside. And over here we do have the captain's cabin, and as you guys can see, we do have a very clear view of the front of like where we're going, and that's usually like not the case when you look at yacht maps on Minecraft. It's usually just like, you know, you can't see out of it, but the cabin is perfectly placed. Alright, so over here we have a ladder that's going to take us to the top section if you want an even better view, and this is going to give you a 360 view of the entire area, and then we have a grill over here as well. Anyways, it is now time to take a look at our redstone mansion. Check this out guys, we have 3 different floors on this redstone mansion, as well as a garage over here and a front door, and as you guys can see, our front door is blocked by our steel bars, as well as our garage is a working one. So now let's go ahead and enter our passcode in order to make those open. And there's actually 3 different passcodes, and the first one is going to be these item frames, and you would point them all towards this light at the center. It then lights up, signifying that we have activated the first level, and then we can move on to the second ones. To activate the second level, you want to go ahead and set this to 1 tick, set this to 2 ticks on the repeater, and then set the one at the bottom to 3 ticks. Then hit this button over here. It will activate this light, yet again signifying that we have completed level 2. Now the last thing we do need to do is activate level 3 in order to open those doors goes up, and we do have our key, and the key that's required is already inside of our dropper, so we simply place the key in and then hit this button, and boom, that is now the third and final step. We have our garage instantly opening and our bars moving away from our door. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, there's 3 layers of security, as well as we have our bars and our working garage, so that is just awesome. And of course, these maps are made to play in adventure mode, so that means you can't place or break blocks. I know a lot of you like say that you can just break into the house, but that's really not how the house was built and how it was built in mine. Either way, this is a sign over here that says you sealed this and his Planet Minecraft page. Either way, let's go ahead and enter the house and check out some more epic redstone. Alright, so inside our house, as you guys can see, it looks really cool, and we have a kitchen right back here. And inside the kitchen, we have a bit of redstone, and this is like a small living space. And the redstone in the kitchen is going to be an industrial furnace. As you guys know, you basically place down your fuel into the one with the coal above it, and then you place down the item you want to smelt down on the one with the ore above it, and then you get the outputs of our iron ingots or any other items in the middle. And this can actually cook stacks and stacks and stacks of items and store, I believe, up to 10 chests full of actual items, because this is not the only chest that's storing our output. There's actually some other chests in the back. So let me go ahead and show you guys this in spectator mode. As you guys can see, there's like chests all along the back, which is basically going to store all of the output items in case it gets backed up. Anyways, like I was saying, this is a small living space that also has a staircase to the second floor. We'll get to that in just a second, but as you guys can see, this is pretty much how the house looks, and this door leads to our garage, of course. And then we also have a elevator on this side, which is also going to take us to the second floor. Now, before we move on to the rest of the house, I do want to mention the majority of the redstone is located under the map. And after I go up to the third floor and show you guys all of that, we'll come back to the bottom right over here and check out that secret room. Either way, let's go into our realistic elevator, hit this button, and check out the second floor. So here we are on the second floor. As you guys can see, that elevator is really cool, and I've used it in some of my builds before. As well as on this side, we have our staircase that I just showed you guys previously, and over here we have another bit of redstone, which is basically going to be a storage area. As you guys can see, it opens up for us to use our crafting tables as well as our chests for storage. Then we can basically close that back, and it was like it's never there, and that's really cool. Over here we have a small seating arrangement, as well as some seating arrangements on that side. Let's go ahead and check out the balcony first. This balcony is just going to wrap around the inside as well as the outside of the house, giving us a really lovely view of everything. And I'm going to turn off my shaders because I just remembered you guys really don't like me using that on the inside. Either way, that's pretty much the balcony. Then we could go back over here and take a look at another balcony on this side, which is then going to go to nowhere. So yeah, that's pretty much the balconies. Alright, so in the second floor, we do have some redstone. One of the redstone is going to be this fireplace over here. We simply hit that button, and there is a huge fireplace that is going to serve as a really nice decoration. You hit the button again for it to go away. We have an area for our TV, and for some reason, a lot of our paintings and plants disappeared. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave the game and then rejoin, and hopefully it reappears. And I guess, oh yeah, there you go. So that's our awesome TV. As well as we have an elevator over here to take us to the third floor. We have a small bar, and also we have this really cool armor stand swapper slash armor case, which is a pretty cool invention I think Useal has created. Basically what you do is have a armor case over here. As you guys can see, I cannot grab that armor, but if I open up the armor case, I can take that armor. And also, I can hit this button over here to switch between our diamond, gold, and iron armors, or any armors that you really want. There you go. And there is our diamond, and then we can place back our armor case over it, and then we can't access that armor anymore. So now, let's head to the third floor. We simply step on the slime block, hit this button, and boom! We are now on the second floor using an awesome slime block elevator. Over here, we have an indoor pool, which also has like a waterfall built into it. It looks pretty interesting, and then we have some other random decorations, as you guys can see. On this side, we have a bathroom, and also a miniature or like a private area for toilets. So this is like a really fancy bathroom because we have an entire room dedicated to a toilet as well as this massive bathroom. Alright, so that's basically our third floor on this side. Then we can walk down this hallway to another bed and also another balcony over here, which is basically going to wrap around the house. This doesn't have an actual like like, what do you call these? Our barriers, so we can, you know, fall off of the top of our house, which is definitely not safe. As well as we have a huge, like, dance room, I guess, on the 3rd floor, which is pretty cool. And also another staircase, which is going to lead back towards our pool. Right outside these doors, we have a private workstation, which is kind of separate from the house. And this has a 180-degree view. You can see the volcano, and you can see the yachts, and it's just really cool. Can you imagine having this in real life, just working, and right behind your computer there's a gigantic volcano that is sort of erupting right now. Either way, this also leads to the roof, which, like I mentioned, is not really that safe. Either way, let's jump off the roof and go towards the 1st floor and take a look at our secret room, which is going to include most of the redstone. Alright, so to access the secret room, we need to use our music disc 11. So let's pop this into this jukebox right over here, and boom, a staircase opens up right below our enchantment room. So take a look at this, guys. That's really cool. And in order to kind of not hear this audio, I'm going to just remove that disc and then break these blocks in order to get to the bottom of the map. But you guys know, you saw the staircase, so it's not really that big of a deal. Now let's go ahead and walk down to the bottom section of our map. As we walk over here, the lights will turn on. Rooms will open up on the side, as well as a crafting table in the middle, and that's mainly done with a pressure plate. So let's just go ahead and walk over that pressure plate again. Check that out, the lights turn off, as well as our crafting table in the middle goes down, and our 2 rooms on the left and right hand side go away. But let's just go ahead and activate that one more time so you guys can see it properly, and there we go. Alright, so anyways, we do have these 2 areas on the left and right hand side, which includes our chest for storage, as well as, I believe, a ender chest as well. And we have 2 of those, like I mentioned, and we have our crafting table at the direct center. We have a item selection system where you could choose one of these 8 items and choose 1 out of 4 of these different stacks. So you could get a stack of 8, a stack of 16, a stack of 32, or 64. Now, say for instance, I want a stack of 64 diamonds. I would point the arrow towards our diamonds and just click on the 64 button, and that is pretty much it. Now, after that is completed, I want to get a stack of 8 gold ingots, so I'll just go ahead and wait for that to complete, and I'll be right back while I show you guys the rest of the room. Now, on this side, we have our simple brewing station, and I really love this because I have no idea how to make any potions in Minecraft. And what's interesting about this is that you simply point the arrow towards the ingredient you want to use as your main ingredient. If you guys don't know, we could use our blaze powder as our potion of strength, or our sugar as our potion of speed. So say for instance, I want to create my potion of strength. I just point the arrow towards our potion, or towards our blaze powder, excuse me. Hit this button over here, and as you can see, everything will be done automatically and also outputted into the chest once it is completed. So we'll get back to that as well, and then take a look at our diamonds in this chest back here. So as you can see, we have 64 diamonds. Now, if I want to get 8 of our gold ingots, I simply point it towards our gold ingots and then hit this button over here. There you go, we have our 8 gold ingots. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our final contraption, which is going to be an automatic armor equipment station. And this has a lot of different varieties and combinations. Basically 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, whatever that number is, that's how many armors we could get from this armor equipment station. And to get to any specific color, we simply point the arrow towards it. So say for instance, I want a red cap as well as a red chest plate. Let's just go ahead and point the arrow towards that. And we could also get a blue pants and a green boots. And yet again, we simply point the arrow towards that. We step over here, hit this button, and in a couple seconds, we will get all of those colored armors on our body. You guys have probably seen this if you watch my videos, and it's by far one of my favorite redstone creations. Either way, guys, check this out. We have our red hats as well as tunic, and our leggings, which is blue, and our green shoes. Now let's go ahead and check out our chest over here, and as you guys can see, we do have our potion of strength, which was just outputted as the recent one. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Very simple and very, very cool. Alright, so I think there's something above the ground that I failed to mention, so let's just go back up there and check that out before we end the video. Okay, so this is actually our final redstone creation on the map. It is an advanced beacon with 5 different settings, as well as an on and off lever. We simply flick that lever lever over there, and in a couple seconds it does turn on. Currently we have our resistance on the beacon, but if you want to switch it to say speed, we click on this button over here. Boom, check this out. The color also changes and we get a speed beacon. Now if I want to get haste, I simply click on this one right over there and it changes colors yet again. This one kind of glitches, but eventually it goes to our yellow, and now we have our haste. And if you want to get, say, our, what is this, I guess jump boost, which is signified by a rabbit foot or something like that, it will change colors to green, and now we have our jump boost 2. And finally, of course, we have our strength, and this color I believe is going to be just a basic one or possibly red. Either way, we have strength 2, and that's really how the beacon works. Alright guys, so that is going to wrap up today's Redstone map showcase. Before you go, I do want to mention that the other Redstone maps in the future will not only be modern houses, but we're working on an Adventure Time house, a house in space, as well as some other cool things. So we're trying to mix it up a bit, and if you guys do want to see those when they come out, be sure to subscribe to my channel because you won't be able to find it anywhere else on YouTube. I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. If you did, type in hashtag Team Twiistz in the comments down below, as well as like the video and leave a comment down below if you did enjoy it. And yeah, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.